Hi everyone, and welcome back to another of our top 10 horror videos. So for this one, me and Nige will be going over our top 10 favorite horror films from the first decade of the 2000s. So 2000 to 2009, we'll be covering our top 10 favorite horror films. So it feels like forever and a day since we've done one of these.
But yeah, it does. It does feel like a long time ago.
Yeah, it does, since we did the 90s.
But I don't know about you, but this, for me, this has been the most difficult one to date.
Yeah, I was surprised as to how many there were. There was a lot of horror films.
I thought, straight away, I thought of 4 or 5. And then I started looking through them. I was like, oh, forgot about that. By the time I'd listened, I was like, shit, I didn't realise it was this many. And even getting them in order, what was going in the top 10 and what wasn't, I've really, really struggled.
Yeah, I really didn't have an easy time struggling it down. Could have done this at least another 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
the ones I left off, but yeah, just I think I've got it down to 10 fun. Well, as I say, one of them's definitely not fun, but decent enough movies, enjoyable films to watch.
Yeah. Well, my actual top 10, especially the ones like the higher ones, like the 1 to 4.
Yeah.
What I've done is I've gone for what I thought of them when they came out, when I saw them either at the cinema or wherever, and then when I actually bought the film, how much I was like, I rewatched it and watched it and watched it type of thing. And I remember thinking like, oh, this film is absolutely fucking amazing. So I've kind of thought back to that and I thought, yeah, I thought that then in the sort of 2000s, so I'm going to stick with it because I remember, and thinking about them, I'm like, yeah, I think I have made the right ones.
Yeah, definitely. There was a lot of, just a lot of fun ones. I think this was the decade definitely for the remake as well. A lot of remakes came out this decade for movies, definitely from the 80s and 70s. Two remakes made it onto my top 10. But I'll get to them when we get to them. But yeah, I'm looking forward to delving into this.
Yeah, I think 2 made mine. Okay. I was lying to make 2, it wasn't 3, but there's definitely 2 there.
So I don't know if this is probably. We'll see how we get on because I think we might actually match quite a fair few times on this. But
do you think?
I think with a few,
I'm intrigued because we have no idea.
No idea
what either of us has put. We don't even know what our number 1 is at all. So I'm intrigued to see if we match and what you've picked as well.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that some of your top 10 might be my honourable mentions as well.
It could be. It could very well be. Yeah. Do you want to get into your honourable mentions, Nige, before we get into the main list?
Right. There's 2 honourable mentions that I couldn't find the discs to, but I do have them. And they are The Strangers and Cherry Falls. I love both of those films. And my honourable mentions that I could find, again, some of these I'm gutted couldn't make it into the top 10, but Dog Soldiers.
Yep.
Cracking film, which I think as everybody knows. These are in no particular order. Dead Silence. My Bloody Valentine 3D, the remake. The Descent. The absolutely amazing Wolf Creek. Gutted that one never made it in the top 10. Valentine.
Yeah.
The Hills Run Red. What a film if you haven't seen that. The remake of When a Stranger Calls. And the last one, I cannot recommend this film enough. This came on the cinema. I went and seen it. Absolutely loved it. Bought the DVD. And it never came out anything past DVD, and it's just been totally forgot about. This is from 2007, and it's called Gone.
I've never heard of that.
Exactly. It's on eBay. You can get it for like £2 DVD. It's the only way you can get it. I don't even think it's got a physical release in America that I remember.
Wow.
She's rather pretty. But yeah, it's from 2007, and it is directed by bloody hell. That's too small. I can't even read it. I've never heard of him. It's kind of, imagine like a sort of a tamed down Wolf Creek, if you like.
Yeah.
But it's got some tense moments in it, whereas Wolf Creek's an 18, this is a 15. But I just think it's a cracking film, and it's criminal that it came on the cinema. This came out on DVD, and then bang, never heard of it again. So that's my last honourable mention. I would have liked that in the top 10 as well.
We'll take it when we get to you. Well done. Oh, he's back. So I take it we'll be having an in-depth conversation about Jason X when we get to your number one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even fucking make an honourable mention. Plot spoiler. Go on, what's your honourable mentions?
My honourable mentions, I don't have them to hand, but I'll just read them off. Resident Evil, 28 Days Later, Lake Mungo, Hostel, The Strangers, Wrong Turn, Cabin Fever, Ginger Snaps. Scary movie, but that is a bit too heavy on the comedy. Same with Shaun of the Dead. The Mist, Teeth, Cloverfield.
I've heard nothing but bad about Teeth. That's what I'm laughing at, and you liked it.
The Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses, American Psycho, From Hell, Valentine, House of Wax, Ghost Ship, Mirrors, Hollow Man, Inside, Jeepers Creepers, The Others, Wreck, Let the Right One In, The Descent, 1408, 30 Days a Night, Red Dragon, Scream 3, Bubba Hotep, Sweeney Todd, Daybreakers, The Last House on the Left, Joyride, Dog Soldiers, The Grudge, Land of the Dead, Hatchet, May, Jennifer's Body, My Bloody Valentine, The Village, Final Destination 2, The Amityville Horror Remake, Triangle, 13 Ghosts, Paranormal Activity, and Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. They're all my honourable mentions.
So every other fucking horror film on the list apart from your top 10 then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I was thinking, yeah, I nearly picked Ginger Snaps.
Yeah.
You picked a few at the end. I was like, yeah, I nearly got that one. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, why didn't you put them all?
Yeah. They're the ones that I enjoy, but didn't make the top 10.
I know, but fucking hell.
Yeah. So you've
got to get that though.
I'll have to get. I'll get off. Yeah.
So my number 10.
Your number 10.
I saw this at the cinema. I didn't know what to expect, and it blew me away. This is House of Wax.
Okay.
It's totally different to the original. It's a different storyline. I think they've just seen, House of Wax will make a film around that, and they've just based it on it. Spoiler: she dies magnificently in it.
Yeah.
I remember when I seen it at the cinema, I think everybody was like, "Oh!" weren't expecting that at all. I think this was like sort of towards the beginning of when things were getting really gnarly with gore and they were getting away with more.
Yeah.
I think that is an amazing slipcover because it looks very much like it fits in with the original artwork.
Yeah.
But instead of it being like where the Vincent Price one, where he's actually working in the House of Wax and getting people and all that type of stuff. This is like, it starts off with these young people, couples and stuff. And they're traveling somewhere. They're going to a gig or something.
From what I remember, I think so. Yeah.
I think they're going to a gig and they run into some unsavory person. And then they end up in this little town, which is a really strange place. There's nobody about. They're looking for somebody, then they do find somebody in a garage, but like where's everybody else? It's just like it's like a ghost town, and then it all like sort of starts to unravel. Chad Michael Murray's in this, believe it or not. I didn't even know who he was at first. Paris Hilton. It's a cracking film. I think it's a really, really good remake. From 2005, House of Wax.
Yeah, it's different. It didn't get on my list, but I do remember it being a lot more gory than the original.
Yeah, a lot more.
The original's more like it's Vincent Price is more just like the straight up villain in that original one, and yeah, I don't remember too much about that one. I remember her death in it, Paris Hilton's death in it, because I actually think that when that got reported she was going to be in it, the fact that she died in it was more famous than the actual movie itself, I think. Well,
I know that the Vincent Price one is it's like your typical old, just creepy horror film from the 1950s or whatever, where they've turned it into a slasher. And this fucker here, whoa. That's one creepy son of a bitch.
Yeah. I don't remember too much about it, apart from her death in it, which was, you
need to watch it. I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah. But no, that's a great number 10, Nige.
Thank you very much. And yours?
Right, my number 10. Oh, as soon as I say this, I think you're going to know which it is. This is one of the toughest watches I think I've ever had to fucking endure, this film. And it is my number 10.
Grotesque.
Eden Lake.
What a film.
Yeah, this is... If you've not seen this is a movie you need to brace yourself for. I probably respect this movie more than I like it, but my God, this is not an easy watch of a film. It just isn't. Bleak doesn't really cover it. I don't think it's bleak. It's depressing. It's horrible. The amount of injustice in this movie is it's piss boiling inducing. This movie winds you up and it makes you feel angry afterwards. But it
refuses to let you turn away. You've got to keep watching.
Got to keep watching. It's about a couple who go on this getaway weekend on holiday. They want to get away from it, and they come across the wrong group of people. Chavs and Asbos, I think, as they were known over here. Sort of on this little beach, aren't they? And they ask them to turn the music down, and it just goes from there. Really gets worse and worse as the movie goes on.
Yeah, the proper sort of, with no disrespect, because that's where I'm from and over there, but it's like proper council out state chavvy type of thing, and they've got a Rottweiler.
Yeah. But it doesn't go where you think it will go at first, because
no,
you kind of there are moments in this movie where the couple do have the upper hand over them. They do have a sort of a gateway out of the situation at times, and then all of a sudden it's gone. It's completely flipped on its head.
You never know until the final scene and the film ends. You don't know how it's going to end.
No.
You've got to watch it and you think, well, what the hell is going to happen here? And even when stuff happens or whatever situation is they're in, you don't know what's going to happen and you're hoping that this is going to happen. And then you think, oh, for fuck's sake, man. It just keeps you guessing and keeps you going all the way through. But it's not easy to watch.
No, it's not. It isn't. It's horrible. Jack O'Connell's in this movie as the main villain, who's pretty much getting renowned parts, I think, now for playing the villain in a lot of movies. Obviously, with
He's the head vampire in Sinners, isn't he?
Sinners, yeah.
Which I was absolutely gobsmacked when I found out. I didn't know. I thought that was the only film he'd made, because I know that the director of that, he used to go to this like young people's like drama group type of thing to keep them out of trouble. Because I think him, that Jack, whatever they call him, he was like a little bit of a tearaway type of thing.
Yeah.
And I think when he got him acting, it gave him something to do. And look at him now.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just not an easy watch. It's just uncomfortable, the entire movie.
It's brilliantly made, though. It is a really, really good film. It's just, I watched it on a Sunday night, and it's one of those kind of nowadays rare occasions where I was laid in bed and I could not get it out of my head.
Yeah.
It's just so realistic.
Gets under your skin.
Mm.
You can't shake it off.
It's one of them where you're watching and you're thinking, fucking hell, this is like real life. This happens.
Yeah. You can watch it and go, I'd be willing to bet this has happened multiple times in the country.
Yeah, easily.
Because he's absolutely relentless in it, Jack O'Connell.
Yeah, he is.
There's no line with him. He'll just keep going and going and go until he gets what he wants.
And he's so fucking arrogant with it.
Yeah. It's really bad. Like, there's even a scene where one of the gang members kind of like sympathizes with the couple, and then it just backfires. And it's awful.
Yeah.
When you watch it. It's just like, oh, there's just bleak. There's no positive outcome in this movie at all for anyone. When you watch it, it's just grim and depressing.
And the lass in the gang, she's vile.
Yeah. There's moments where you do like go, I don't want to say cheer, but you get a bit of relief and go, yes, thank God that's happened. But then it's just as quickly taken away from you.
If you haven't come across anything that's made you lose faith in humanity, watch that.
Yeah.
But it's a brilliant film. I missed actually that was one of my honourable mentions.
Wow. But yeah, it's just a fucking tough watch.
It is.
I don't know if this has got sort of any sort of footing over in the States. Well, if anyone from the States is watching and hasn't seen this, I recommend watching it, but brace yourself. It's a tough watch. It's a one-time watch for a lot of people.
Mm.
This movie. I watched a big YouTuber. He did a review of Sinners, and then he watched this because Jack O'Connell was in it, and he said, I'm not watching that again anytime soon.
I can understand that.
Yeah. And I actually, the first time I watched this, I did a double bill of this and Irreversible.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, God, that's been out years now. I think I've only seen that either twice or three times maximum.
I've seen it once, and I can still remember a lot about it.
Yeah, that's how powerful it is. Because normally I'll watch a film, leave it a couple of years, I think I can't remember a thing about it, but that.
There's a scene in this where there's a little kid who comes into it who can sort of help the couple out. And then you're like, what happens to the little kid is like, it's just fucking evil. It's just absolutely evil what happens to him. It's awful. So I'm
sure I know the bit you mean.
My number 10, The Delightful Eden Lake.
That will enlighten anybody's summer evenings.
Yeah. Get the family round, get the kids round, Christmas Day. Get this whacked on.
Yeah.
I think you'll all have a ball with it.
Good old family fun.
Yeah. No, won't traumatize anyone. Yeah. I think there's even a point in the movie at the start of the movie where they're heading into the little getaway town they're going to. And I think the sat nav says turn around. It's like, will you fucking listen to that sat nav? Get the fuck out of there.
I don't remember that bit.
But yeah, it's just grim. It's just a grim movie. Yeah.
If that gets a 4K release, though, I'm all over it. I'd have it.
Be perfect for Second Sight. Second Sight
It
got the
would,
hands on
yeah.
it and go.
I don't know how they haven't.
Yeah. I think this and Dead Man's Shoes, I think if Second Sight got their hands on them, be amazing.
They're supposed to be doing it, aren't they?
I think they are supposed to be doing Dead Man's Shoes, yeah.
But they said they couldn't get the elements for 4K, so it's only going to be a Blu-ray.
I'll still get it because they still do nice sets. Second Sight, anyway.
I've only seen that film once, and I don't think I was a fan. I was very, very underwhelmed by it. I think it was overrated at the time.
Okay.
But I think I need to watch it again.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched.
That is a fantastic number 10 pick. That is like,
yeah, it's bleak as fuck. I couldn't leave this off because of how impactful it is.
No,
it was just too much of a downer, and that it left me if I remembered, because the ending is just
bleak.
Hope. There's no hope. There's no hope. It's bleak and it's over and it's done. And then you feel like, well, I need to watch fucking Kung Fu Panda or Toy Story to cheer myself up.
Oh, Cannibal Holocaust.
Eden Holocaust and Cannibal Lake.
But yeah, that was in my top 10, but it's one of the ones I jiggle around for other stuff. So
yeah.
Oh, there's taking nothing away from it. It's a very powerful and brilliantly made film.
Yeah, it is. But just brace yourself if you are going to watch it. It's a test of one's sort of tolerance, I think, this movie.
Ain't that an understatement?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my number 10, Eden Lake.
Amazing pick.
Your number 9, Nige?
My number 9 is another one I couldn't lay my hands on. Right. But I do have it. In fact, I've got all 4. So my number 9 is Hatchet.
Right, okay.
Which is it's a more sort of 2000s version of a cross between Leatherface and Jason. It's Kane Hodder playing the main part. He plays Victor Crowley, who's the killer. And it takes place in New Orleans, where the Mardi Gras on. And when the Mardi Gras on, they go to this witch doctor, and it's him who plays Candyman, bless him. And there's this boat trip that goes out into the swamp areas and stuff like that. And when they go out, they have this legend about this Victor Crowley and all that. And of course, he appears. It is absolutely brutal. But some of the blood, it's done like Tarantino in Kill Bill, where it's just like, it's ridiculously bad. But what I loved about it as well is it's actually midway into the film, you get a backstory, and it goes back in time, and it shows you Victor as a kid, and his dad's there with him, and his dad is actually also played by Kane Hodder, but with no makeup or nothing on, and it shows you what happened. Like, I think his wife or his mum, fuck me, Kane Hodder's wife or Victor's mum, she's really ill, dying in bed, and his dad's like banging this woman in one of the rooms or something, and he sees her, and it messes him up a bit, I think. But he is deformed as a kid, and it then jumps back, and he's back in sort of like modern time, and he's in this swamp, and he's just like, it's just doing what he does. It's just another slasher film. But when it came out over here, I think you'd only get it on DVD. It was one of them where you paid like £8 or £9 in Asda for them. But I got mine on Blu-ray from the States, and when they absolutely blew me away. All 4 of them are really, really good.
Yeah.
But the first one is definitely my favourite. And if you haven't seen them, I highly recommend them if you like your slasher stuff. There's a girl in it, the main character, and as the first film finishes, I think somebody's going to get their head pushed onto a chainsaw or something, and it ends. And you're like, are you taking the piss? When you watch the second one, bang, it starts exactly where it left off.
Yeah.
It's like one continuous thing. But the main girl, the actress, I don't know the actress' name in the first one, but then when it comes back in the second one, it's Danielle Harris. But if you haven't seen any of the Hatchet films, I highly recommend them.
Right, okay, yeah.
I don't have a picture to show you, but that's my number 9, Hatchet.
I've seen the four of them, yeah, and I do think, from what I remember, the first one was probably the best. But I do remember that jaw kill. We just prized the.
That's what I mean. It's
yeah.
I was watching it thinking, how the hell have they got away with this?
Yeah.
But I think it's like when you add that with that Kill Bill kind of gore, it adds humor to it. It's like Art the Clown.
Yeah.
It's the stuff he's doing is absolutely brutal and it would churn your stomach. But he's just so funny. You get away with it that way. And I think it's kind of a bit like that with Hatchet.
Yeah.
So that is my number 9.
Cool. So number 9, Hatchet. Gory as fuck from what I remember, yeah. And Kane Hodder.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So my number 9. I'm going to this bad boy again.
Oh no. It's not that. No, it's the remake.
No. My number 9 is Freddy vs. Jason. So when this got announced, I was pumped for this movie. I was like, yes, we're finally getting the crossover all slasher fans have wanted. I think this came out about 2003.
Yeah.
So the first time I watched this, I actually ordered the DVD, and it came out the same day as American Pie: The Wedding. So
Jesus,
that was a great fucking night. I just watched double bill, Freddy vs. Jason and American Pie: The Wedding. It was just a fucking great night. It really was, watching those two back to back. And yeah, it's not a perfect movie. It's not the crossover I think everyone wanted, the finished product, but I have a lot of fun with this movie. I've got a lot of time for it. It's disappointing that it's not Kane Hodder as Jason. I think that's one of the big upsetting things about it. I know Kane Hodder's been very bitter about it, and rightly so. I think even to this day, he's still been upset by the fact that he wasn't cast as Jason.
I think the shit on him from a great height, didn't they? They didn't even tell him.
They did. It was like a last minute thing. It was like, oh yeah, we've got someone else. It's not going to be you.
And I think somebody had said to him, like, oh, you might be in here. It's like, we're doing the Freddy vet. And he's like, oh, gets in. He just like, yes, I'm in here. Yeah. And then the next thing he found out, somebody was already cast and it wasn't him.
Yeah. Yeah, which you can kind of see and understand his resentment for it.
Yeah.
Even now in interviews, you see him and he's talking about it, and it's like you can see it's taking its toll on him.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't really cast anyone else as Freddy, because
no,
you see Robert Englund. That's the role that's synonymous with him. I think you can't really separate the two. But I have a lot of fun with this movie. I have a lot of fun with it. The kills are great in it. The teen characters in it are absolute fucking assholes, and you just want to see them get absolutely chopped up and cut to bits, and you do.
Especially Kelly Rowland.
Yeah, Def's fucking the way he fucking cuts their fucking nose off.
I know.
And then He's talking all shit to Freddy, and Freddy's like, "Oh, look behind you." And Jason just fucking snaps her in fucking half, sends her flying.
When he does, I like when Freddy goes like, "Oh,
yeah." She hits the tree, and he's like, "Oh,
oh."
yeah." Like as if
When
that's
he
too.
calls him an ugly little shit, I nearly fucking lost my shit there.
Yeah,
I couldn't breathe.
it's kind of like one of them's born out of fire, and the other one's born out of water. Like they both.
Yeah.
It plays a hell of a lot more on Jason's fear of water in this movie as well. But yeah, it's just I just like to see the characters get absolutely cut up in this movie and it's battered and thrown around, and some of the CGI is a bit hokey, obviously. I just think it's an entertaining movie.
Yeah, I agree.
I have a lot of fun with it. It's not perfect. The whole Freddy versus Jason element really sort of only happens towards the end of the film, I think, when they're in that cabin and it's on fire and they're. Well, I love it when he picks Freddy up and he just drags him through all the fucking windows.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just. I was always like, I kind of wanted Jason to win for some reason.
He did.
Jason to win before going into the movie. There was just something about me. I just was like, yeah, I love them both, but I might just have to give it to Jason.
He did.
Yeah.
Look what he's carrying. And I know you get that stupid little thing at the end, but it was never carried on. They never brought another one out. Jason clearly got the fucking better of him. Simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a great scene in it as well, where they're at like a construction site.
God, yeah.
The metal rods.
The metal things.
Oh, God, yeah. They just go straight into him. I just have a lot of fun with it. The scene at the start where Catherine Isabel's getting shit absolutely banged. She's getting banged fuck out of her. And then...
Oh, that's her out of Ginger Snaps, isn't it? Yeah.
And then her boyfriend's an absolute fucking arsehole, so you want him to be his head. Because Jason pretty much snaps him in half in the bed, which is a great kill. Yeah, it's just I just like the movie. I just have fun with it. I've got nostalgia for it. It's not perfect. It's not the crossover everyone wanted, but for what it is, I have fun with the movie. I just like it. I get a kick out of it. It's just a dumb, fun, entertaining movie. I can't say much more about it than that.
I think for me, if you are a Friday the 13th fan and you are a Nightmare on Elm Street fan, just watch it and enjoy it instead of nitpicking it. And I wanted this to happen and I want that to happen. Well, you didn't get it, so just enjoy it for what it is. It's still a really, really enjoyable film.
Yeah, it is. It's got problems, of course it does, but
doesn't every film though?
Yeah, exactly. But it's just I could just put it on and have fun with it, and I love the way that at the start when you see New Line logo and it incorporates both music and it's just fun. It's just a fun movie.
And I love the song at the end. The end title's a song called "How Can I Live" by a metal band called El Nino. It's a cracking song. When I heard that, I was like, "Oh, that's just a great way to finish it." I thought.
But yeah, I even remember some of the PR stuff for this movie. There was actual weigh-ins where they had like Jason and Freddy, and they were.
It was like a boxing or wrestling match thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they had weigh-ins. Yeah.
How cringy that was.
Yeah.
I think Robert Englund was enjoying himself just a little bit too much. He was really getting into it.
Well, yeah, I have fun with it. It's entertaining. It's not perfect, but it's a fun time. Yeah, my number 9, Freddy versus Jason.
I think that's a great pick. Unfortunately, it didn't make mine at all. Not even an honourable mention. But
nope,
that's not taking anything away from it because I do actually really, really like that film a lot.
Yeah. It's fun more than it is horror based. I'd say.
It's totally tongue in cheek.
It's not a scary film.
No, is it hell?
It's just got some fun moments in it, and I think it was just a little fun project they wanted to do for the fans, but I think they missed the mark on a lot of elements in it. Kane Hodder being absent is definitely one of them. Not taking anything away from the guy who played Jason, but it would have been nice if it was Kane Hodder.
I agree.
Yeah, because that people wanted to see. He was a lot of people's favorite Jason, and they wanted to see him go up against Robert Englund, but wasn't to be, unfortunately. But yeah, my number 9, Freddy versus Jason.
Excellent stuff.
So your number 8?
Number 8, you will probably have to hold this one up for me because it was another one I can't find.
Okay.
Now, I haven't seen this film for donkey's years, but I love them all. So, yeah, my number 8 is the original Final Destination.
Okay.
Now, I've only got this on DVD, which is why I can't find it. I've got the box set with 1, 2, and 3. Out of all of them, I think the second one's the worst, but I really do like that one. I think 3 is amazing, but the original, I remember when I first watched the original, not only did it blow me away, but my God, it was terrifying to think what was happening. You think, it's one of them you start and think, is that what really happens? Like, if somebody escapes death, you think, oh, fuck me, am I going to be next? Or not? It really made me think. I thought it was quite terrifying. And I know it's a well-known scene now, the bit with the bus, but when that happened, I jumped out my seat. I just was not expecting it at all. It's just basically, if you are supposed to die and you avoid it, death will come back for you and get you, is the basic premise of it. So if there's a car coming towards you and you are supposed to be it and somebody drags you out of the way, you will get it later on. The death will find you somehow. And it's just a really entertaining and fantastic film. And I couldn't believe it. I seen Sean William Scott in it. And it was like, fucking hell, he's acting serious. It was bizarre. But I need to get those Blu-rays for the early ones because I don't have 1, 2, and 3. I've only got them in a DVD box set, and I don't know where they are. But I've got 4 and 5 on Blu-ray, and you got me the 6 on 4K.
That's the one I got you, wasn't it?
That's the one you got me. I remember when you got me that. But yeah, I need 1, 2, and 3. But the first one, it's just fantastic. It's just an amazing film.
Yeah.
So yeah, my number 8, Final Destination.
It is on my list. It's a bit higher. I'll get to it when I get to it. But yeah, I think this is the Australian release, so this has got the first 5 movies in. 5 movie collection. So yeah, the discs are pretty much the same for each movie. 1, 2.
At least the matching though.
4 and 5's a bit different.
5's different, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the first 4, all the discs match. With how they've laid it out. But so that's your number 8.
That's my number 8.
The first Final Destination.
Yeah.
Okay. My number 8 is a Sam Raimi film.
Ooh.
And it is
Drag Me to Hell. Yes. That's another one I was going to put in my honorables.
Yeah. Yeah. This is kind of like the film that he did, I think, straight after he'd finished the Spider-Man trilogy. I think Sony kind of put the wraps on that. And then he went back to horror and did this little gem, Drag Me to Hell. So it just follows this girl who's working at this mortgage advisors at this bank. And there's a customer who comes in. She's a
ugly old bitch.
Yeah. She's behind on the payments of her mortgage. And the girl who works there is kind of like she wants to get ahead and impress the bosses and not be so much of a pushover. So she says the woman's there begging pretty much for an extension on the deadline for the payments, and she's pretty much just saying no. So the woman ends up putting a curse on her, and yeah, it leads to one absolutely creepy scene at the car park I don't know if you
I can't
remember that.
remember that.
It's yeah. It's all you see is this little cloth floating around the car park, and then it cuts to and then the camera slowly moves to the back seat of the car, and the old woman's in the back seat of the car. It's fucking creepy as fuck. Lots of projectile vomiting again, and lots of gumminess of people. I think the funeral scene where I think the corpse lands on her and the gums are just like rubbing all over it. Like, oh god, it's nasty.
That's ringing a bell.
Yeah, nasty as fuck. But you've got Justin Long in here as well, who's always a lot of fun in horror movies whenever he pops up, I think. But yeah, it's just a little bit of a return to form, I think, for Sam Raimi. I really enjoyed this one. I had a good time with it, and Scream Factory again knocked it out of the park, I think.
I need to get my mitts on that.
Yeah. So it's a 3-disc set as well.
Wow.
Yeah, they've. I love Scream Factory. I love what they do, but yeah,
I do.
For releases when they get the rights to them, but yeah, it's just a good, fun Sam Raimi horror movie. I just really enjoy it. Really have a good time at this one. I ended up getting this one because I think the Blu-rays over here for this are a little bit corrupt, or they don't quite work properly. But yeah, from what I've heard, so I just went. I decided to go for the jugular and straight for the 4K. So I was like, yeah, I'll pick this up. But it's just a fun horror movie. Just really like it.
I always wanted the Scream Factory Blu-ray with the slip, but it was going for stupid money. And as soon as that got announced, obviously, down it came. So it's actually a film I've never owned. I've seen it, but I've never owned it.
Okay, yes. So you do get both the unrated and theatrical version on 4K.
Oh, wow. I didn't know there was 2 versions.
Yeah. Blu-ray's the unrated, and then you've got your special features disc as well.
Oh, there she is. What a beaut.
What a knockout. But yeah, that's my number 8. Drag Me to Hell.
Excellent stuff.
So your number 7?
My number 7. I couldn't part these. You'll understand why. Because I class these as all one film. Mm-hmm. The remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning.
Yeah.
I remember when the first one came out, the original remake to the film. I saw it at the cinema, and my God, it absolutely blew me away. I was like, fuck, that was brutal. It was like 2003, and like that was the time when the gore started coming out, like the excessive gore, and they were getting away with it. And then when the beginning was announced, I was like, they're doing a sequel, and they're like, no, it's a prequel. I was like, oh. And then when I saw that at the cinema as well. Absolutely loved it. It's kind of different to the original, but it's similar as well. They don't follow it exact, and they've just basically modernized it to the more modern brutal gore. I won't even talk about the plot because I think most people have seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and they know the basic premise of it. It's kind of similar story. It's that you still get that family. The only difference is the 2 main differences are actually the hitchhiker.
Yep.
In this, the hitchhiker isn't a part of the family. The hitchhiker in this is a woman, and it's a victim.
Yeah.
Who's trying to get away from the family. And the other one is that Lee Hemmerly, whatever you call him.
Yeah.
He plays the sheriff. And yeah, it's no spoiler, but you find out pretty soon enough, even though he's the sheriff, he's part of the family. So they played that totally different, like him pretending to be the copper and all that lot. And then when you watch the beginning, there's things you'll see in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like there's a guy, part of the family, he's got glasses and he's in a wheelchair. when you start the beginning, he's walking around, you find out exactly how he gets in the wheelchair. It's like it just ties up all the loose ends. I just think it's absolutely amazing the way they did it.
Yeah.
But even though that's a prequel, you're better off watching them in the order they came out with. Watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre first and watch the beginning second, like they were made. Because it's best watching that one and then tying up the loose ends. I think that was the way it was meant to be. You could, in theory, you could watch the beginning first, but I'd say I wouldn't. But I absolutely love both of these.
Yeah.
So that is my number 7.
7.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning.
Okay. I'll get to one of those when I get to it. But yeah, it's I can't argue with it being on your list. So my number 7 is also another remake with a sequel.
Oh, but I know what this is.
And I do like this better than the original, even though I do like the original.
I definitely know what this is.
Yeah, it's the
Hills of Eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. So going with the first one. But yeah, kind of similar to Texas Chainsaw. I suppose it's this family who are just going on a little road trip. They pull up, and all fucking hell breaks loose. There's a whole sort of gang of mutated, violent cannibal people who wreak havoc on them and trap them and kill them one by one. And it's just really graphic, really gory. The main actor in this, the survivor, when he's going through the sort of town where it's kind of hinted at where these nuclear blasts are being tested, and that's kind of why these people are mutated. I imagine lots of inbreeding as well. When you see them with what they look like, but yeah, it's just a grim movie. Not as grim as something like Eden Lake, but it's just brutal with the violence.
Yeah, it's brutal.
It goes there. The weapons are great in it when the main survivor uses the sort of the pickaxe when he's killing off all the mutants. It's just really good. There's a lot of graphics stuff. I know they did this in the original, but the bit with the bird as well when they go into the little caravan is not pretty.
It's more brutal in that.
Yeah.
Than it is originally. The original was bad enough.
This feels like the movie Wes Craven would have made if he'd had the budget. Because he obviously didn't back then. But yeah, it's just a creepy movie. Some good creative designs in it of the mutants themselves. Some harsh deaths in it. Some uncomfortable scenes. And yeah, it's just a good horror film. I don't mind the sequel either. I think the sequel goes a little bit too far in places, but I do still like it. It more follows like an army type of squadron. But it's still got some gore to it. It's still got some gnarly scenes. But I do prefer the original remake out of the two. But it makes for a good fun double feature if you want to watch those two types of horror movies. I haven't seen this in a while, so I'm definitely due a rewatch of it. Again, I think it would be perfect for Arrow to release both of them, I think, on 4K, but it's Disney, I think, who own the rights, which is really weird, but there you go.
It's Fox. I think they were Fox Searchlight, so it will be Disney, won't it?
Yeah. So don't hold your breath for a 4K is all I'll say.
Such a shame because they've been just shelved all these years.
Yeah.
I mean, that remake now was 2006, I believe. It's 20-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Shit, it doesn't feel that long, but it is 20-year-old.
Well, the only thing I can say is Disney is sitting on a gold mine with all these rights.
They are
to movies that they own, and this being one. Arrow announced this, a box set with the two of them, I'd pre-order that.
It would sell out.
Yeah, a lot of people would.
There's still people hunting the Blu-ray box set down, that especially the American one.
But, yeah, again, it's just a gnarly, nasty remake. It just has the gore and the budget that the original doesn't. But I still like the original, even though a lot of people don't like that movie. I still like it for what it is. But
yeah, I love the original, but that's better.
I do slightly prefer this over the original. But yeah, that's my number 7, The Hills of Eyes remake.
Absolutely brilliant pick there.
Yep.
Number 7.
Your number 6.
So my number 6. Thought this was going to be higher. And ask me on another day, it might be. But I'm thinking that this is one that I watch definitely once a year. And I was, like I say, I was looking at the others when I watched them at the time, thinking how they affected me and how much I enjoyed them. So I'm thinking, should I have had this higher now? But it's too late. So my number 7 is Trick or Treat.
Okay.
What an amazing anthology this is. And if you haven't seen this, where the fuck have you been? If you like your horror anthologies like Creepshow,
Twilight Zone,
Tales from the Crypt, you're going to love this. I think there's 4 or 5 stories. And as you watch the story, if you're looking around on the screen, you can see stuff that happens in other stories happening. They're all happening at the same time, and they all come together at the end. I watch this every Halloween now. I've got to. It's a must. It's definitely one of my favourite Halloween films, and one of my favourite anthology films. But I didn't realise how many good horror films, were out in the 2000s. There was some absolute crackers I forgot about. But like I say, if you ask me again in a week or so, this may well be up a few spaces. But for now, it is my number
6.
Trick or Treat.
Okay. I'll get to that when I get to it.
Thought you would have done.
We've matched already on a few, but we've sort of matched
different positions. That's all.
Positions, yeah. Yeah, I'll talk a bit more about it then. Yeah, my number 6 is Orphan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And really, you know what? I didn't even spot that one. How the hell have I missed that?
Yeah.
I love that film.
I really, really enjoy this one. It's really good. Really good. So it just follows this family who are going through the adoption process, and there's this girl and they end up adopting her. But there's more to it than meets the eye. That's all I'm going to say. Some bad stuff starts to happen, like around her involvement with this family. You
see Vera Farmiga getting banged?
Yeah.
Which I was quite surprised about.
Yeah, you do. And yeah, it's just, it follows the young girl who is sort of doing this bad stuff to this family, and other people are getting the blame for it and stuff. There's even a point where she starts to sort of try to romantically get in with the father as well, which is a bit strange and weird, but
that's naughty.
It's bad. It's bad. But
no. Oh.
Once the big twist in the movie is revealed and what you've
the big giveaway.
The big giveaway. Watch this, because you will want to stay tuned for the big giveaway at the end. But yeah, it's a nice sort of friendly atmosphere, this one. But yeah, it's definitely not a Marvel film.
No.
Fucking hell. But yeah, it's the plot has some gaps in it, like a few. Yeah, that's all I'll say. But yeah, it does have that. The ending for me got spoiled because I don't know if you've ever watched the show Gogglebox over here.
It's not really. I'm not a fan of watching people watching telly.
Yeah. So anyone who doesn't know what Gogglebox is a show where you're watching people watch television and their comments on it, and people find it funny. But one of the things they watched was this, and they showed the ending, and I'd seen that before.
Charming.
Yeah. So that's what got me intrigued and wanted to check the movie out, even going into it and knowing the ending.
So you actually knew that before you'd even seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. I actually didn't mind the prequel that came out to this a few years ago. I thought that was okay, but the only issue I had with that is I guessed the twist immediately when I was watching it. I think it's called First Orphan.
Or First Kill or something like Orphan First Kill. That, to me, was more of... it was like a black comedy to me.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of dark humour in it. And I was like, why are they doing this one as a comedy? Because like the original wasn't.
Yeah.
And obviously, she's years older playing somebody younger. And I'm like, hang on a minute. You're fucking getting bigger as you get younger. It was a bit fucking silly, but there you go.
Yeah, it was. I thought, how could that work? Because she's so much older and you're doing a prequel. And I was like, But it worked for me. I did like it.
Yeah, I did.
It wasn't amazing or anything like that, but I thought for what it was, it worked enough. And I got some enjoyment from it. But I just guessed the twist straight off the bat with that movie. But this one's it's really good. Check it out. It does. Maybe you may guess what the twist is, but I still liked it for what it was. It was really good, really calculated, creepy in moments, and yeah, I enjoyed it. So that's my number 6, Orphan.
Yeah, I'm gutted. It's not even in mine because if I'd have spotted it as I was going through the list, that would have very, very probably made it into my top 10 because I absolutely love that film.
Yeah.
What a bugger! How the hell I missed that?
It's annoying when you're doing these. That's how I felt, when we did the 70s one and you picked Salem's Lot. And I was like,
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But I was actually absolutely stunned at how many horror films were in this decade. I couldn't believe it.
There's loads. Ridiculous amount. It was a good decade, I think, for horror. It was a good decade. But
it was.
I actually think it may have been better than the 90s, to be honest. Just with
yes, I agree. Yeah.
80s will always take the crown. I think for me, 80s will always take the crown.
I know we got Scream in the 90s. That takes some beating.
Yeah.
But on the grand sort of scheme of things, we look at actually how many decent ones. Yeah, I think the 2000's won over the 90s.
Yeah, and decent remakes as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of good remakes. A lot of bad ones, but a lot of good ones. But yeah, that's my number 6, Orphan.
Brilliant film.
Not seen it, check it out. So I think we're halfway through now, Nige.
Yeah, number 5.
Yeah, you're number 5.
I saw this at the cinema. And it scared the shit out of me. And it's such a short film. And I heard mixed reviews about it. People were coming out saying they loved it, and people were coming out saying what a load of crap. I absolutely loved it. Obviously, because it's my number 5. Vacancy.
Oh, okay. Didn't make my list, but yeah.
Only got it on DVD. I think it might have got a Blu-ray, but for some bizarre reason, I got that before I was into Blu-ray and stuff, and like had a slip. The Blu-ray didn't have a slip. This is another one that needs a decent release. This would be a brilliant one for Arrow or Second Sight.
Or even
it's Screen Gems, Sony Pictures. But why isn't it out? It's not like it's a Fox thing or anything. The basic premise of it is Kate Beckinsale and Luke Wilson are a married couple, and they are going to get divorced. They're just not getting on, and they're traveling somewhere. Is it? They're traveling somewhere. I don't know whether they're going just to have a laugh. I can't remember. But they're traveling together, but they are on about splitting up and getting divorced. So they're out in the middle of nowhere and the car breaks down. So they end up getting out the car and walking, and they stumble across this motel. When you walk into it, it looks like something out of the fucking 70s. It could have been out of Elvis's front room. And that guy out of Reanimator, what do they call him, the actor?
Jeffrey Combs, is it?
He's on the reception, yeah. So he's a bit dodgy. So they check in, they get a room, and there's like a selection of videos for them to watch, videotapes, and they put one on, and they realise it's like somebody getting killed. It's like a snuff film. And as they're watching, she goes, "Look at that." And he's going, "Yeah, what about it on the screen? Yeah." Look behind us, and that they realise it's actually taking place in the room that they're staying in. Oof. And then all hell breaks loose.
Right.
This had me on the end of my seat when I was watching this at the cinema. It jump scares as well, but it was creepy as hell. I mean, look at that mask.
Ooh.
It's fucking horrid.
I haven't seen it in forever.
How this was a 15, I will never know. For me, this should have been at 18. And this only goes on for... This is including the titles, hour and 22. So I think it's about an hour and a quarter. I remember when I left the cinema going, man, that was quick. Didn't realise how short it was. But this is such an entertaining film. These two are fantastic. And if you haven't seen this, I highly recommend this one. It says no, but that's like out. It's called Vacancy.
Yeah.
So that's my number 5.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it because I haven't seen it in a long time. That one.
I haven't seen it for years, but I do remember quite a lot about it. I do love that film. I'm going to watch it, even though it's DVD. I'm sure it'll get upscaled. It should look all right.
I've always associated Luke Wilson with more like comedies and stuff like that, but yeah, I do want to give that one another rewatch. It's been a while.
I think when I watched this, and like as he like sort of came on the screen, I think the first thing I thought was, that's him who played Billy in Stab in Scream 2.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That was my first initial. I'd never seen. I mean, and I didn't know who his brother was. Like at the time, I knew the actor, but I didn't know they were brothers. I was like, fucking hell, because his brother's is it Owen
Wilson? Yeah,
the big bulbous bell end nose. But this is a cracking film. Hour and a quarter, and it's just a roller coaster of I'm going to shit my thong. I really do recommend that if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to give that a rewatch.
There was a couple of sequels. Apparently, they're absolutely diabolical, so I just didn't bother.
Right, yeah. I always get confused between that and The Strangers for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think they're kind of, in a way, they're kind of similar on a par with each other. It's that awful, dreaded fucking terror that the people are going through in the film.
Yeah.
I think in that respect, they're quite similar. It's just that, like, whereas The Strangers will just knock on your door, and if you answer, this is in a motel, and it's when they're watching that video and she's going like, that's weird, look at that there. Yeah, what about it? It's this fucking room, it's in our room. And then his face changes because you can see spots it, and then you go, oh, Jesus Christ, no.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you just hear an almighty bang, and then that's it. Off it goes.
Wow. So that was your number 5, Vacancy.
That was my number 5, yeah.
Okay. My number 5, I don't know if you've seen this yet, but I absolutely loved this movie when I watched it. And it is The Loved Ones.
I had hold of that today as well. And I was thinking, I really should keep this out and watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
Wow. So, yeah, I don't know if anyone has watched this yet or hasn't, but I fully recommend this one. I really, really enjoyed it. Just sort of follows this girl.
You recommended it to me.
Okay. So it follows this girl. I think it's set in Australia, from what I remember, but it follows this girl who is kind of like, she's after the popular guy at school, and there's a big prom coming up, and she wants him to ask her the prom. And I think he says no. And what ends up happening is she ends up kidnapping him and torturing him in her house. And that's pretty much the movie. That's all I'm going to say about the plot.
Wow.
She does some stuff to him with an electric drill. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Wow.
Well, so, you know, it's a shame.
Yeah,
really,
I need to get that dug out.
They missed a golden opportunity to have a Tony Coca-Cola and the Roosters soundtrack. Paying homage to Gorilla Killer. Yeah.
Can you imagine having them in that? Fucking hell. Tony Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Tony Coca-Cola and the Love Roosters. Yeah, missed opportunity there. Could have had a crossover, but never mind. But yeah, it's just the only other thing I'll say is she's kidnapped him and her dad finds out about it, but her dad doesn't have the reaction that you think he would. Yeah. So that's all I'll say.
Yeah.
But
I'm intrigued now. I need to get this watched.
Like, it's not on the level of Terrifier gore or anything like that. It's a bit more downplayed. It's not in your face with the gore, but
it's just that plot, that story that's got me.
Yeah, it is. It's just really good. It's a really good horror film. Really like it. Really creepy, and a good ending to it as well.
Does it have humor in it as well?
I think there is humorous parts from what I remember, but it does feel, it's not as bleak as something as Eden Lake, but that is bleak. That's bleak personified for me. But it does go there, and yeah, it just keeps you intrigued. It really does have you hooked with the way it goes. But all I can say is get it watched, Nige.
I will do. I definitely need to.
Yeah, get it watched. We'll grab Orphan and we'll do this video again.
Yes. Be all new top 10.
Yeah, and I'm sure Jason X will be at the top.
Fucking no chance. I do feel really guilty for not putting Freddie v. Jason in there now, though.
It's too entertaining, isn't it? It's just,
yeah. But like I said, that's there's that many.
Yeah.
And with that, it was just like, oh, should we do the next one? It's sprung on you, and you're like, how the fuck am I supposed to like separate some of these? Because there were some fantastic films.
Yeah.
So it was. I think what I was thinking was like, I'm not going to pick a Friday film. I'll give them a rest because the best ones are in the 80s and stuff. I won't pick it. I think that was the train of thought I was going with. And then when you lifted it up, I was like, should have been in there. But never mind.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my number 5, The Loved Ones. Get it watched.
Brother of the ghastly ones.
Tony Coca-Cola and the Ghastly ones.
You fucking Tony Coca off.
Yeah, that's my number 5. So
My number
on to
4.
Number 4.
When I saw the advertising for this, the first thing I saw was I was walking into Middlesbrough, and there was this massive poster, and it said "Dare You See" and the name of the film under it. I was like, "What the hell's that all about?" And then I heard people like, "Oh God, you got to go and see this film and all that." Anyway, so it turns out it ended up being the first film that me and my ex-girlfriend seen together. And when I watched it, I was like, Jesus Christ, that blew me away. It was absolutely fucking phenomenal and so different. So my number 4 is the original. So,
Okay.
I still to this day think it's the best one of the lot of them, the original. It was just so different. There was the gore, there was the suspense, the brilliant story. It was like everything was intertwined. You didn't know where it was going. Like, and when you were thinking like the music would start and somebody would come out and you think, oh, it's not them. And you go, oh, fuck me, no, it's not. Then something else had happened. There was that many red herrings. And then when you actually seen the final reveal, it was like, Jesus Christ, I did not see that coming at all.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it has fell foul to far too many sequels. And
yeah,
don't get me wrong, I love 1 to 7. I do. I loved them all. 7, the final chapter, the one with Chester Bennington. That's where it should have ended, and that's where it should have stayed. Jigsaw shouldn't have been made. Fucking Saw 10 definitely shouldn't have been made. I thought the best one of the new 3 was Spiral.
Yeah, you didn't like Saw 10, did you?
No.
You weren't a fan. I liked it, but
no.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But for me, you'll never beat the original out of these. I did have all the English ones, but then Laura got me this for Christmas years ago. And this has got all the unrated ones in. But it's just like it's like, look at that, it's ridiculous, really. Disc 1 has got Saw and Saw 2. Disc 2 has got Saw 3, 4, and 5 on.
Bloody hell.
And then Disc 3 has got Saw 6 and 7. So all 7 films, but they're only on 3 discs.
Yeah.
But yeah, that really groundbreaking for me. That saw that in 2004 when it came out of the cinema, and it was absolutely phenomenal. So that's my number 4. So
okay, I'll get to that one when I get to it. But yeah, no, great pick. Saw at 4. Yeah.
Yep.
My number 4, I think you had this at your number 5 or number 6. But yeah, my number 4 is
Trick or Treat. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with everything you said about it. It's just become a October staple. This
Absolutely.
one. Definitely. It's just such a fun movie. Like you said,
there's no way in hell that wasn't going to be in either our top 10s. No. I don't think.
No, I don't think so. It's grown on me, this one. I wasn't too keen on it the first time I saw it, but the stories in it I like more. There's some stories I like more than others.
Yeah.
In the movie, for me, I think the weakest one might be the Brian Cox one. I think that goes on a bit too long for me. I think it's the last one.
It is, but then that's where you get to see Sam in all his glory as well.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I love the one where they're taking the pumpkins, the kids.
Yeah.
And they go down in that lift.
Yeah, I love that one.
And the one, that girl in white telling that story.
About the school bus.
The way she speaks, she's very clear. I think she would have a great ASMR voice. But the last one's got the witch's hat on as well. That's one of my favourite bits of the film. I love that story.
I think as well, when she's telling that story in the flashback, I think you see a car that's meant to resemble or be Christine parked on the side.
I'll look out for that next time I watch it.
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah, but yeah, it's got all these stories, but they're all taking place on the same night in the same town.
At the same time, really, because like I
Same
say,
time.
if you look, you can see things happening.
Yeah, if you see things in the background, you can see something happening from another story happening in the background of another story, and
Yeah.
it interconnects really well, really well.
And then when you get to that story, it shows you the other story from another angle.
Yeah.
So you know they were like technically, it was so clever.
Yeah, yeah. I just really like it. It oozes the Halloween season as well. Like
Yeah, it does.
it drips October 31st.
Yeah,
When
definitely.
you watch it, it just has that absolute vibe to it. The same as Halloween 3, I would say. Like they just scream, and the colors hit you with that Halloween
Yeah.
vibe. They just do. Yeah.
The orange in that, there's loads all over. It looks beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a few stories. There's the one with it's Dylan Baker, isn't it? He's like does all the pumpkin carving story. I think that's the first one.
Yeah, the
Second one.
little boy.
Yeah.
He's a little asshole, him, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I can't stand him.
Little prick.
But yeah, he's an arsehole. There's the story as well with all the girls dressed up as the princesses.
Yes, that's a good one as well.
Yeah.
Didn't expect that.
No, didn't see that coming. That has the twist where it explains what they are, but then it also connects with another story.
Yes.
As well at the end of that one. Then you've got obviously the story with the school bus, which the lift.
Yeah.
And then you've got the one at the end, I think, with Brian Cox, where he's in the house.
Yeah.
And Sam. But they all, like you said, they just fit together so well. And they just work. They play off each other brilliantly. In the movie.
And the little intro, the couple coming back from a party, and he's dressed as a robot. Go and put the video on.
Because even when other stories are happening, you can see them walking home in the background of other stories.
Yeah, you can. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And if you look when they're talking in the garden and that, you can see like I think Sam walks past, and is it Rhonda they call the one who's dressed as the black black witch? I think you see her pulling a little trolley as well. It's just so well thought out.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's not like something like Body Bags or The Twilight Zone where it's one story and they have to have a character to connect to be a bridge between each story. They just move. The fluidness of which they move is just a lot smoother. It's
almost as if like one just glides into the next. It's really different the way they've done it.
Yeah, I just think it's just such a fun movie. It's entertaining as well on top of all of that. It's so entertaining and enjoyable. And yeah, I just really dig this one. It's just a great little horror film, and it didn't get its dues, I think, with the release. I think it was straight to DVD over here.
Yeah, it was.
When it got released, no cinema release. Thank God for Arrow, because they released 2 versions of it. I think you've got them both, but yeah, there's the slip and the original artwork underneath. But what a fun film.
There was also a Warner Brothers Blu-ray with the slipcover in the States.
Yeah, I think did Scream Factory release it as well?
And Scream Factory, yeah, well, I got both of them as well because I loved it that much. But the Warner Brothers one, it had like original artwork on the front, and when you opened it, when you took it out, the actual inner case, it had like just a close-up of Sam's face.
Yeah. But yeah, they've even done like some really nice spot gloss on the. I don't know how that's coming across.
I love that slipcover. I love that artwork.
That's great for new commissioned artwork, I think.
I actually like that one better than the theatrical poster one. That, yeah, I do.
But it's just so much fun.
It's just an amazing film. I love it.
Yeah. If there's movies that you have for Halloween that you have on rotation, this is one of them. You know, it's just like you can put them on Halloween night.
If I had to pick, I would rather have that and Halloween 3 Season of the Witch over the original Halloween if I had to pick.
Yeah, because although as much as I love the original Halloween, Halloween 3 and this, and
Ooze.
I'd say even something like Hocus Pocus as well, they ooze the season, the day of what the day's supposed to be.
Yeah.
They ooze that vibe more so than John Carpenter's Halloween.
I agree.
As much as I love John Carpenter's Halloween, and I watch that every October 31st, there's just that little handful of movies, including this, that ooze and represent the season of what the day's supposed to be more than that movie. Not taking anything away from it.
I think another one that does, it's kind of, I think they've copied that, to be honest, is Tales of Halloween.
Yes.
Now, Tales of Halloween isn't as good as Trick or Treat, but my God, it's such an entertaining film. I love it.
Is that's the one where there's like 20 little stories going on or something like that?
I think there's 10.
Or 10. Yeah, there's loads more stories.
It's only an hour and a half film, but there's 10 stories because they're all a lot shorter. But the first one is Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
Where his parents nick all his candy and that, and then he comes back and he leaves him a carpenter bar on the floor. John Carpenter. It's basically like the After 8 Minutes in the Tube. Yeah, but my God, that story's amazing. I love it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my number 4.
Brilliant pick.
Just
cannot fault that.
It's an October staple now, Halloween.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What can I say? Represents the month amazingly. So, yeah, that's my number 4. So, podium places now, Nige, your number 3.
Ooh. Another one where I saw this at the cinema. Absolutely blew me away. And we had to go and see it again. And then this come out, and I used to watch this regularly. And because it's DVD, I haven't watched it for years again. Hills of Eyes.
Okay.
Then DVD, this is a gorgeous slit. Look at that spot gloss.
That is nice. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like what you said, Andy. It's just this cannibalistic family in the middle of the desert. But the big difference is this is so much faster paced than the original.
Yeah.
And the story itself and the things that are happening, it's very similar. Like there's the bit where I won't say who in case you haven't seen it, but somebody gets tied up and set on fire. That happens in the original, but in this it looks so real. It's so disturbing.
Yeah.
And there's bits happening in the caravan. They're all the same, but they've really, really upped the violence and that in this. That fella there, he's fucking evil.
Yeah.
I think it's is it somebody Mears they call him, the actor?
Can't remember.
He's played quite a few. I think he played Jason in the Friday the 13th remake. It's Derek Mears or something like that, I think they call him. Now, I know Wes Craven didn't direct this, but he had a lot to do with it. I think he helped write it. I think he helped produce it. And you can tell, and I absolutely can't agree with you more when you said that about that. This is the film I think Wes Craven wanted to make in the 70s. But not only did he have the budget, but they won't have the technology for the effects either. This film, to me as well, it's got so many different things. It's like sometimes when I watch a film and I love it, there's like certain bits I'm looking forward to, and it feels like it's being put together in sections. And I'm thinking a bit like when they go to the caravan and like it's when they start and get their revenge and they go to the empty campsite and they go through the house. All that's happening. I'm like, God, this is absolutely amazing. It's brutal as hell as well. They did do the sequel part 2, which is just as brutal. It's just not quite as good a film. This one's better. But my God, what a film. If you haven't seen this and you're being curious about it, thinking, don't like the original, for me, this blows the original out of the water. It's definitely one of my favorite remakes, without any shadow of a doubt. It's just amazing. So that's my number 3, the remake of The Hills of Eyes. It's got to be the uncut one.
It was the original a Video Nasty? Was it Section 3?
It was Section 3.
Right. If Wes Craven had made that film,
that would have been one of the first ones to get banned. God, that'd have been hell on.
It would have been worse than Last House on the Left, I think.
Yeah. At the time, definitely. Yeah. But to be honest, I think it probably wouldn't have got through the censors. I think it would have been frowned upon as much as New York Ripper. And I just think they would have turned it round and kicked it up the ass right back out the country again. I don't think it would have got through. Which is a shame. I do have a UK quad poster of that as well. Somewhere.
But yeah, no, I can't agree with you more. It's just the movie I think Wes Craven would have made if he'd have had the budget or the effects in the time.
I do remember watching it when... I mean, it's in the first 5 minutes. Somebody gets a pickaxe through the napper, and it's only just started. And I remember looking in absolute dismay. I was like, Jesus, my God. And it had only just started.
Yeah.
It's brutal. You've got to think this is like when Gore was just like early. This is like the sort of early years of Terrifier Gore. It's not quite there. But when that come out, we only had like 80s and 90s slashers, then we got that.
Yeah, which is...
But it's well worth an hour and 40 minutes of your time if you've never seen it.
It goes there. It goes to the places that the original couldn't or wouldn't go to. And because the original, you watch that and then you watch the original. The original's so much tamer than that one.
Yeah, it is.
But again, I still like the original. I still like it.
It's there's something about the original. It's got a lot of charm to it.
But the sequel to that is so different to the sequel to the original.
Yeah.
They're not the same. Hills of Eyes 2 is not a remake of Hills of Eyes Part 2. It's just not.
No, it's not.
They're totally different.
And the original Hills of Eyes 2 gets a lot of hate.
Yeah, it does.
And I know Wes Craven didn't like it either. It was one of those contractual things. He didn't want to do it, but he had to.
I think he did it just because he needed the money at the time. He was like,
I loved it.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't think it gets way too much hate. I think this
it does. The only thing that needs changing, well, it's too late, it's made, but maybe they should have not put as many flashbacks from the first film.
It's getting towards, Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 territory with the whole...
Not as bad, but I don't know. Not as bad. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it repeats.
There is too many. Do you think, yes, we remember that, we've seen the first one.
Yeah.
But take that aside, I think it's a really good sequel. Michael Berryman's back in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is, the sequel, but... I
love all 4. I love the original 2, and I love the 2 remakes. I just think they're 4 great films. I love them all.
Yeah, I can easily watch them all. Well, I say easily. Yeah, I can watch them all and get some entertainment level out of them. And yeah, but that's a great pick, Nige. So that's your number 3.
Yeah, number 3.
The Hills of Eyes, 2006 remake.
That's the one.
Right, my number 3.
I'm intrigued to see what these are now.
My top 3. All of them you've mentioned already.
I was going to say, I think my top 2 you did mention.
Okay.
In honourables, I think.
Right. Okay. So my number 3, taking the bronze for me, is another remake, and it is
Texas
Chainsaw Massacre. I think this was the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie I ever saw out of all of them.
Oh, it
was the remake. I still have the VHS to this somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the first one I watched, and it's just so different to the original in terms of how each movie looks. I think this, for me, this just cranks up the atmosphere. I think with the heat, you feel hot and sweaty watching this movie, sticky, and all those horrible sensations when you watch this movie. You feel like you can feel the Texan heat. Like you feel as if like you could fry an egg on the car engine or something. You know how hot it would be out there, or just.
I thought you were going to say fry an egg on Leatherface's gooch.
That's what I should have said. It's that fucking hot out there, you know. But yeah, again, it just captures that grim vibe. The smells, the heat sensations, you can feel them watching them. I mean, there's the plot of the movie is it's a group of teenagers on a road trip to a concert. And they end up coming across a hitchhiker and picking her up, and it just goes downhill from there. The whole thing when they end up looking for help. There's a great shot in this movie where
literally,
I'll say the hitchhiker does what the hitchhiker does, and then the camera just pulls out.
Yeah.
And it's just so great. It's executed so well.
That was jaw-dropping when I first seen that.
It was great. It was great. And yeah, they go looking for help. And there's scenes where they go into, like, I think the houses or like little shops, and there's like jars of fucking bugs and all that shit and body parts, and you're like,
isn't there a fridge like rotten fucking meat in it and stuff?
Yeah. I was like, fucking hell, I bet Colin's gooch is fucking cleaner than this.
Colin's gooch.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's just the fucking. I bet it fucking pongs in there.
You can smell like, that shop when they walk in when you're watching it.
Yeah,
it's fucking horrible.
It's awful, like the smell, and then they all start to play off. You know, get killed off one by one. These teenagers in the movie as they go along. Leatherface obviously turns up. There's a few nods to the original, slamming the door. That was a big nod to the original. I love the original, don't get me wrong, but I think the scene at the end where they're in, she's in the room with them, and they're having the dinner, and they're whacking her on the head with they're trying to whack her on the head with the mallet. Some of that stuff feels like a bit like arts and crafts type of setup. The whole I don't buy that some of the stuff in there was made from body parts. I do.
Yeah, where's the original?
Yeah,
it does.
The original feels like I'm walking past like an art college and looking at someone's art projects with all the fucking skeleton stuff and feathers and everything fucking everywhere. Whereas this feels like I'm walking into a fucking death trap.
Oh, I actually thought you meant the other way around.
No, I'm talking about like the original feels like very sort of, I don't want to say rushed, but I don't buy that things are made from body parts as well in that because they look like effects. Whereas this one, it feels like, oh God, people have been murdered in this house.
Yeah.
Like people have fought for their lives and lost in this house because I can just imagine it's absolutely stink. The floors and walls would probably be stained with blood and everything. And it's just so much more atmospheric. I'm not taking anything away from the original.
No.
I don't know if I prefer the original or this more. I don't know.
There's quite a lot of people like that one.
They do like this one more, and I'm not taking anything away from that.
I can never make my mind up because I like both.
I can't. I like both.
One day I can pick the original, another day I can pick that one because they're just that close. Two totally different versions of the film, but they're both equally as likable.
Yeah, because I think the original opens with like a sort of monologue text scroll saying what's going on, and this one opens and closes like a found footage documentary.
That's right.
It's like it feels a bit more realistic and gritty.
Yeah, they put the shits at me when they're walking down the stairs at the end.
They're walking down the stairs to the basement
where somebody's like dug their nails in the wall to try and help themselves, and then the hands have pulled, and you see the nail get pulled off. That was vile.
You actually see that happen in the film.
Yeah, you do.
You see how that got there in the film.
Zoomed in, you see the nail go. Huh? Yeah, and you think, fucking hell.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible, but yeah, it just has that grim feeling to it. It's not as gory as I thought it would be. This movie, rewatching it, it doesn't have that much gore in it for what it is, but it more than makes up for it in atmosphere. I think it just has.
I think when I first saw it was at the cinema, and you know where he's chasing with the chainsaw in the garden where all the sheets are, and the leg comes up.
Yeah,
that got me. I was like, what? They haven't just shown what I think they have. Yeah, and they had. There it was, spraying blood. And it was like, Jesus Christ, I didn't expect that at all.
No, because they sort of gender swap the role. It's him who he picks up and puts on the hook, whereas it's the girl in the original.
It's definitely gorier than the original.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But when I first seen it, I thought it was like really gory. But now, when you watch it now, I think you're right. It's not as gory as what you originally thought it was.
Gory is what you think, but. Yeah, they wisely omitted the Franklin character. I think, thank God. Yeah.
Don't think I can take it.
He's just
you fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, I just really like this movie. It works for me in atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like I said, you feel the hot Texan heat when you're watching it, the flies buzzing around. The gross smells. If you ever hit a point where you can smell what's happening in a movie, I never want to experience that watching this. Ever.
I'm surprised you didn't get that 4K.
I am too, but it was a US only. The remake was US only, so
yeah, makes no difference. You only pay about $5 or $6 postage. You don't get.
I might get it at some point if I can find it cheap enough somewhere. If it's still on Arrow, I'll have a look. I don't know, but this isn't the best. It's not the best of Blu-rays. This it could look better.
The 4K looks amazing.
Yeah, so I probably will.
It does have that washed out look, but that's intentional. It's like it's weird, isn't it? It's like a sort of a greeny, sort of a yellowy. It's like got a haze over it. But then when you see stuff like blood, Jesus! But it's in sharp. It's really clear, the picture.
Yeah. And another thing I'll say about it quickly is Jessica Biel was hot as fuck in this movie.
Yeah.
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 Stunning looking woman. Yeah, but it's just.
Do you know what? Even in that hot Texas heat, you wouldn't have had to go and bathe. That's as polite as I can say it.
Fair enough. But yeah, really, really good. Really, really good remake. One of the best remakes, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely. So really enjoying that one. That's my number 3.
Excellent stuff.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. So
definitely can't argue with that one either.
On to your number 2, Nige.
Right. These are the two that I and ahed. Which one do I put first? Which do I put second?
I did that with mine 1 and 2 as well.
Two very different films, but they're both absolutely amazing. And unfortunately, they're both only on DVD because they just will not get a decent release. Especially this one. I had not seen this until my mate, when I lived with my mate, he went to me, watch that. I was like, just watch it. Fucking blew me away. So I went and got the DVD at the time. I got the American one. Over here, it's called Roadkill. In America, it's called Joyride, with the late great Paul Walker.
Yeah.
And she gave up acting.
Yeah, I think she did. Yeah, I can't remember her name, but I think
she's really nice. Lily Sobieski. The basic premise is Paul Walker and his girlfriend are going to jail to pick his brother up. He's getting out of jail, so he's picking him up. So they're on a road trip to get him. And they're driving along, and then they start pissed about with the CB radio. And this trucker comes on called Rusty Nail. So Paul Walker puts on this voice and pretends to be a woman and says his name is Candy Cane. Hey, Rusty Nail. He does it far too good, though. And every time he leaves go, they're just pissing themselves laughing. At this point, I don't think she's actually with them. I think she goes to pick him up from the prison. But then when they go somewhere else, I'm sure it's just the two brothers. And in the end, this trucker is asking, where has anybody seen Candy Cane or all that lot? And he's starting to get like really irritable. So in the end, Paul Walker goes on, and because this fella's going like, where's Candy Cane? He goes, look, it was a joke. No, I want Candy Cane. He didn't know. Listen, it was a joke. And he puts the voice back on and talks like the woman again. It was me, it was a joke. Ooh, do they regret that? So this truck starts following him, and it is fucking terrifying. He's an absolute psychopath, this fella. What a brilliant film this is. Do I know the director? John Dahl. Have you heard of him?
I probably haven't, if he's made a couple of other movies, but I wouldn't know. I couldn't place him. Couldn't put a face to the name.
Unfortunately, it's 20th Century Fox. Yeah. So I think it did get a very limited Blu-ray release in the States, but I'm pretty sure it's one of them that goes for stupid money. So unless somebody approaches them, this is as good as we're going to get. And then I think it's out of print myself. But if you can get hold of this, Joyride, or they changed the name over here because it was originally called Joyride.
Yeah.
But at the time, there was all these like nicking the cars and ramming them into the shops, and they were called Joyride as well. And that's why they changed it to Roadkill.
Yeah.
So if you get it as Roadkill or Joyride, doesn't matter. It's exactly the same film. But my God, this is absolutely amazing. So that is my number two.
Number two. I need to give that a rewatch because I haven't seen it in ages. I've seen it before, but I'm due a rewatch of it. Same as Vacancy.
What a film.
Yeah, I do. I remember really liking it as well. But I haven't seen it.
If you don't remember much about it, that's good, because like you're going to enjoy it all again because you're not going to remember much.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen it now. So I do remember a canny bit, but there's going to be some of it I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely, now I've had it in my hand and looked at it again. It's been out there for years on a shelf. And I thought, yeah, I need to watch this. I love it.
Yeah. No, I need to give it a rewatch. Because like I said, it's been forever and a day since I've seen it. So, yeah. So that's your number two.
That's my number two. Yeah.
Joyride / Roadkill.
Yeah.
Right. My number two is one you mentioned earlier. And it is from 2004. And that is Saw.
Wow. What a film, though.
Yeah. James Wan. One of his earlier ones. And yeah, let's just say I didn't see that ending coming.
I think now I've thought about it, when you've held that up there, I think that was kind of like for the 2000s what Scream was, and for the 90s.
Yeah.
It was just so different. It'd never been done. Yeah. And we didn't know what to expect. But that ended like you say.
it kind of starts off with these two guys who are in this. They just wake up. They just wake up and they're chained to these pipes in this sort of what looks like a fucking public shower or a public bathroom, something like that. And there's a dead body in the middle of the floor, middle of the room, and it's just them trying to figure out how the hell are we going to get out of this room. And they're chained up, and they've both got two little hacksaws with them, and they're just trying to figure out, how to get out. And there's this video and tape recorder that plays, and it's like this character who's telling them what they've got to do to get out, and they've got to do some absolutely gnarly stuff. But having said that, I absolutely agree with you. Way too many sequels for the series. It got ridiculous. It just got to a point where it just became about the inventive ways of killing people. As the movies went on, it just showcases that more and more. But I think the first one is probably the least violent out of all of them. I think it does downplay it a lot more. It goes more for story than gore. So if you are apprehensive and just feel like, oh, I'm not going to watch the Saw films, I'd say definitely give the first one a go. The first one's probably the best of the bunch. It's the one, definitely the easiest to watch, I think. But it does still have some gnarly stuff in it. Like some of the kills in it are grim. The traps are awful. What he puts them through. Pretty much the killer is pretty much putting people who he thinks deserves to be put in that situation because of things they've done, bad things they've done. He pretty much is judge, jury, and executioner. He just says, like, picks people and go, you've done something bad. You need to pay for it. So this is what you're going to do. And he relates the trap to what they've done in the past as well. Like, he very cleverly thinks about what the traps are. But the ending blew me away. I didn't see this ending coming.
I know. I got goosebumps when I seen it. I was like, I went cold.
Yeah. Because they're all the cops are trying to figure out who it is. The two guys trapped in the room and trying to figure out how to get out. And yeah, it just goes from there. It's just a really, really good horror film. And I completely agree with what you said. I think this does for the 2000s what Scream did for the 90s.
Yeah.
It just brought new life to the genre, I think. So
I think Scream did it in the 90s, and then you got all the Scream copycats, like I know you did last summer, Urban Legend, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And I think Saw gave horror the next kick up the ass that it needed.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And you got Danny Glover in that as well.
Yes, yeah, you do.
Who's absolutely fantastic in it.
Kerry Ells, who plays one of the guys in the room.
Yeah.
Well, from Princess Bride, he's in it. You don't, but like I said, you don't really see too much gore in it for what it is.
Yeah.
I think it's the scenes where the camera cuts away and it's more implied, but the sequels go there and it just gets a bit stale very stale over time, I think. It's not a series you can binge watch, I don't think.
I think Saw 2's amazing as well. I love the second one.
Saw 2 is again that kind of like Scream 2. That might be the best of the sequels.
Yeah, it's that needle pit. Oh yeah. God,
it's awful. It's just
I've even seen how they do it, and it still doesn't make it any easier to watch.
Because
it looks real and the thoughts there.
You feel it really striking the nerves when you do it. Oh,
yeah. Just thinking about it, I can feel it.
Yeah, it's really nasty, but this one is definitely the best of the series, and
yeah, it is.
Really, really like it. So that's my number 2. So
excellent stuff.
Love it. So yeah, I think this is the last one now. This is your number 1.
Do you want to have a guess what you think it might be?
Is it what I've said?
You have mentioned it.
Was it an honourable mention or was it on my list?
It was an honourable mention.
Fucking hell. I don't know. I don't know what it could be. I don't know. Is it a remake? Is it an original film? Or
It's original.
okay.
This was another one. When I saw it at the cinema, it absolutely blew me away to the point where both me and my girlfriend at the time loved it. We went and seen it again. I can't remember whether I went a third time, but I've definitely seen it twice. And then it was announced on DVD in the States. I ordered it and I wore it out. I just played it and watched it. And I used to buzz my tits off.
Excuse me.
So I thought it was like one of the greatest films I'd seen in that decade. And I haven't watched it for years because of it being DVD. And it is The Devil's Rejects.
Okay.
I watched this and it didn't feel... I'd seen House of a Thousand Corpses, but I didn't realise this was supposed to be a sequel to it. Otis, who was played by Bill Moseley, in House of a Thousand Corpses, he's got like daft war paint on. He looks like he's going to die. In this, he looks more like Charles Manson.
Yeah.
Sid Haig doesn't really have the clown stuff on long, and he's just one nasty bastard. But he's really funny as well. And I actually like her in these. She's great in these, especially this one. Yeah. But these are just absolute evil bastards. They're just, it's like, in a way, it's like watching the Mini Manson family. They just go around terrorizing and killing people. It's awful what they do to people. But this has got a brilliant cast as well. This has got Juliette Lewis's dad, who's out of Salem's Lot.
Yeah.
I think this was one of his last films. He's really good and he's dead funny. William Forsythe, he plays the sheriff. He's brilliant in it.
Yeah. I remember him in it. Yeah.
This is gory. Again, when I saw this, I was like, Jesus, if this had come out 6 or 7 years earlier, James Fairman would not have let this through. House of a Thousand Corpses, kind of bit of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre-ish rip-off. There's a family of them like in the Chainsaw House. But these are the three who are left, and they're on the run. They escape from prison, I think. And they're on the run. They're just like, they basically do like what Tarantino and Clooney do in From Dusk Till Dawn, only whack the gore up more.
Yeah.
It's so entertaining, it's gory, it's scary in parts, and it's just fucking action-packed. And it's got an amazing soundtrack as well. You get the full version of Freebird in this. It's got Ken Faree, Michael Berryman's in it, and you know the woman, the lass who tags along with the Warriors.
Yeah, remember that.
She's in it. If you've not seen this, it's fantastic. It is a Rob Zombie film. Do not let that put you off. It's just absolutely brutal. And I wish this would get a decent 4K release. And because of the way it made me feel when I watched it and how many times I've watched it since, even though I haven't seen it for years, that's my number one.
Yeah.
Devil's Rejects.
I've not seen, and I know you're not a fan of it, I've not seen 3 from Hell.
Don't.
I've heard, people say it's
I can't tell you, it's bad.
Yeah.
I think as soon as they knew that Sid Haig was really ill, and you can see in the film, he does not look well. You can see he's weak. But they knew he was going to die. Had I been Rob Zombie, I would have cancelled the entire thing, because without them 3, it's got to be them 3.
Yeah.
It's not the same. So instead of like, well, he's gone now, let's just carry on with these 2. They've got another family member to replace him, and it's...
Don't work.
No. The film it's just shit. It feels rushed. I don't know whether they had other totally different script, which had Sid Hagen all the way through, and then when he passed away, or they knew he was going to, we thought, shit, we need to change this. For me, they should have scrapped it. It's for me, it's Rob Zombie's worst film that I've seen.
Okay.
It's really bad.
I've still got to watch it. I've got it on my list to watch, just because I know, like you've said, stay clear of it. Prepare yourself for the worst. I want to complete that trilogy. So
Because you've seen the first two, yeah.
Seen the first two. But I do prefer that one, The Devil's Rejects, over House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh, God. Leaps and bounds. Yeah, a lot of people like the original. They feel like two totally different, unrelated films.
Well, I watched them not knowing it was a trilogy. I knew it was Rob
Exactly.
Zombie, but I didn't know it was its own sort of trilogy in a way. But I remember having a lot of fun with that movie.
Yeah.
When I watch it, I've only seen it the once, but I do remember really having a lot of fun with it.
That's one where they keep saying tutti fucking fruity. You must have heard people doing that. Tutti fucking fruity. That's what it's in. I'm glad that they didn't bring back the Dr. Satan storyline, which was in A House of a Thousand Corpses. And if you look at that Dr. Satan in House of a Thousand Corpses, and then you look at that thing in the basement in House by the Cemetery, the face looks very similar. Don't they call him Dr. Satan in there as well? I'm sure they've just ripped it off. But for me, that was a bit unnecessary. It spoilt House of a Thousand Corpses a little bit for me. So that is just a straight up. It's like an action horror. I can't really describe it anywhere else. Bit of everything in it, really.
Yeah, it's. From what I remember, it's very much does feel like it has that Manson family vibe to it.
Yeah, it does.
And it's about the I remember the cops and the sheriff Bill Forsyth being the main fella who's like fucking adamant on fucking catching them in the movie. I just remember him being a lot of fun in it as well.
Well, that was his brother who got killed in House of a Thousand Corpses, the other sheriff.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah.
That's why he's got this hatred, because they killed his brother.
Yeah.
But my God, when he gets him, he makes him fucking suffer. Evil bastard.
I might watch the three of them in a row at one point just to refresh my memory with the first two, and then, top it up with Three from Hell.
Normally, when I like a film, especially when it's like a trilogy and I like the first two or whatever, I will have to, if the third, I think, God, Halloween, I mean, I liked Halloween Ends, but the vast majority of people didn't. But even if I didn't, I would have bought it to go with the others. I never, ever once I seen it, I was like, I ain't even buying Three from Hell. I've got House of a Thousand Corpses and I've got this, but I will never buy Three from Hell.
So you just see it as like a two film.
For me, that ended it good.
Yeah.
I didn't need to bring it back, but they did, and I was like,
yeah.
Aye.
So I think you might be having some subscriber mail coming your way now, Nige.
Oh, what? We're fucking Three from Hell. Fuck off. Three from Hell and Aliens.
Scream Factory doing a 4-disc special edition, limited slipcover.
I'd get the ghastly ones, but I won't get that.
Hell. Sounds like that you wished the movie got fucking banned, don't you?
I don't.
It got banned. Oh, it must be gory as fuck if it got banned. No, it's just shit.
No. I think apart from that opening sequence, there was nothing else in it really that I remember.
I need to watch it. But
I was on about the ghastly ones then.
Oh yeah, the ghastly. Oh yeah, yeah. I thought you
that opening, like I was like, oh Jesus, yeah. But then the rest of it, like
that opening's bad with Colin and the cleaver, and he cuts that.
Yeah,
yeah, that opening's pretty rough. But after that, it's like
and Colin's breath.
Yeah. Get the ghastly ones washed, people.
Yes, definitely.
So that's your
Your number one.
The Devil's Rejects.
Yeah, that was mine.
My number one. It is a movie that has appeared on your list already.
Ah.
And again, similar to you, I'm up on an R in which one I prefer more for my number one or number two. Depends on which day you ask me. I'll see if you realize which one it is. Any guesses?
Let me look at my Wolf Creek.
Nope. It's not an honorable mention. It was on your list. It was on your top 10.
No, it's Wax.
No.
No, it's Final Destination. Had to be.
Flight 180. Oh yes. Yeah, I knew of these movies, but I was very late to the game with them as well. Not I think my introduction to them was this set. I think I had the first two on DVD, and I thought I might have watched them and then forgotten about them. But then Bloodlines was coming out, and I was like, "Oh, I wouldn't mind seeing Bloodlines." So I pretty much did a refresher course, got the set, and I binge watched the 5 films, and I had an absolute fucking ball with every single one.
They're all fucking brilliant, aren't they? All of them.
A lot of people really hate the 4th one, and for me, that is the worst one. But
wow.
I still like the 4th one. There's things in the 4th one I still like, but it's not unwatchable. Some people say it's unwatchable, and I'm like, no, it's not unwatchable.
No, that's bollocks.
It's not unwatchable.
I think the second one's the worst one, but I do still like it.
See, I know people whose favourite one is the second one.
I've heard that as well. I think it's the slowest.
I think, with the exception of the 4th one, if anyone said, I like the first one, I like the second one, I like the third one the most, I like the 5th one the most, I like Bloodlines the most, I could get on board with any of those.
Yeah, I could.
Could really, really get on board with them and really understand. I think for me, my personal favourite is either the first one or Bloodlines. I'm really, really sort of torn between those two because
I love 3 as well.
Yeah, I love 3 because it's got that whole roller coaster sequence at the beginning of 3.
That was terrifying. That
they all follow the sort of Final Destination template at the start of the movie.
Yeah, they do.
They have this big horrible premonition where a lot of people get killed off, and then someone wakes up and it's a dream, and then it's a repeat of what happens, and some people survive it, and then death comes and gets them one by one because they were supposed to die in this premonition.
Yeah, that's right.
All of them sort of follow that template, except 6 one, because Bloodline shakes it up a little bit where it gets stale. It reinvents the wheel a little bit, and I've really got to commend Bloodlines for that.
That was amazing, that film.
That was just such a surprise. Bloodlines, I really, really love Bloodlines. I was really, really impressed with it.
That opening 15 minutes or so.
The high-rise restaurant.
Like in the 50s, they were at a dance thing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it now. I think, Jesus fucking Christ, that kid.
I don't do well with heights.
No, I don't.
The only time I do heights well is when I'm on a plane. I can cope. I'm fine with that. I can cope with that. But if it's like, because it's a plane, you've got a little farting window. But if I'm on top of a building, or if I'm on top of a cliff or something like that, or high up, I don't like it. My palms get sweaty. I don't like it. And when I was watching Bloodlines, I was getting that feeling watching it in that movie where she's standing on they go to the very, very top of the building. That little twat is throwing the coins. He gets his comeuppance, which is a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm talking about Bloodlines. I need to get back to the original movie because that's my number one favorite 2000s horror film is the first one. So if you were not scared of flying already, this would probably put the shits up you even more.
Yeah,
make
it
you
did.
more terrified of flying as it is. So it's a group of kids. They're going on a school trip to Paris, I think it is. Flight 180. They're heading over there, and little things on the plane start to happen. It's like you get introduced to these characters, and it's like, oh, are you going to sit there? Do you mind if I sit next to this person? And little things like that go on, and then the tray breaks, and then all of a sudden, shit hits the fan. The plane fucking explodes. Everyone gets burnt to death. Everyone dies. Horrific opening. And then all of a sudden, Devon Sawyer, who's the main character, wakes up, and it repeats what's just happened about 10 minutes earlier. It repeats exactly what's happened. And then he's like, screams like, we need to get off this plane.
He's trying to warn them all, yeah.
He's trying to warn everyone, we need to get off this plane. It's going to explode. People are starting to freak out and panic and lose their minds. And he ends up getting off the plane with a few others. And as the movie plays out, the plane explodes, and they're left to survive and deal with the aftermath. And it deals with a lot of survivors' guilt as well. Like they survived this horrible plane accident, and as they do that and go through that and feel bad, death comes back for them to claim them one by one. And it gets them in really, really a lot of creative ways, jump scare ways, slow ways. One of the bad ones for me was the teacher in the kitchen with the knives. That was really like.
I can't remember that one.
I think she's in the
time since I've seen it.
With the toaster, and she falls over, and like the knife lands right in her chest.
Oh!
And then she reaches for like a cloth, but what's happened is the block of knives have fallen onto the cloth. So as she pulls the cloth, all these knives just fucking go into her. And it's just death claiming people left, right, and center. You've got the shower kill where the guy gets strangled with the cord in the bathroom.
Yes, I forgot about that one. Yeah,
you obviously got the famous one, which is the bus kill with the girl who's like, just gets run over out of nowhere. And Sean William Scott's in the movie as well, who's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun in anything.
he is.
I think it was his sort of time as an actor, I think, because he was in everything. He was in all these teen sex comedies, this horror film. He had a few serious roles as well at the time. But yeah, what happens to him is quite gnarly and funny. But yeah, it just comes back to pick them off one by one because Death says, you've escaped me once, you're not doing it again. I'm coming for you.
I think they should have been on that plane, but because he's stopped them. That's what I was on about. I'm trying to explain earlier. When I said that you escape death, it comes back for you. It's like, you should have died. You're not fucking off scot-free. I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
It's a horrifying fucking thought, that, isn't it, really?
It's a really great concept for a movie.
It is. It really is.
Like, could you imagine you've gone through the ordeal already to begin with, and then you wake up and then it's playing out like it's going to happen again.
Yeah.
And then you've got to escape it, and then all of a sudden, everyone you know who survived it is getting bummed off one by one, knowing it's coming for you. It's grim.
It's terrifying, that.
Yeah.
Very, very good idea and very well thought out.
Yeah, I agree. I love the concept. Absolutely.
Yeah, I do.
To it. I think it's great. I think it's one of the most solid and consistent film series out there.
Yeah.
I love it.
There's not a bad one amongst them.
No. I know 4 for me. Yeah, like I said, it is probably the weakest out of the 6 films, but I still watch it. I can still enjoy it, you know.
Like I said, boys and girls, I love 4. 2's the dodgy one for me. Not even dodgy, though.
Yeah.
They are worth anybody who likes horror films or thriller films. They are worth your time to watch them all because there's not a bad one. They're all really, really good.
So one is the plane crash. 2 is the highway pile up.
The truck with all the 3
Three is the roller
Three's the
coaster.
roller coaster.
4 is the
Four's the racetrack.
NASCAR racetrack. Yeah. 5 is the bridge collapse.
Yes.
And 6 is the high-rise restaurant collapse. Bloodlines.
Yes, that's right. And they're supposed to do another one, are they?
I don't know. If they will, I'll go and see it. Because
I was against Bloodlines because I was like, no, it ended really well. But yeah, no, I've seen it. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, because you're a bit apprehensive because 5
Yeah.
finishes and wraps it up really, really nicely. And
it does.
Back to the original. And I was like, yeah, I don't really want to see a 6th one. And then I watched Bloodlines and I was like, you know what? That was a cracking film. I
think, to be honest, if you hadn't got me it, I don't think I'd have bought it, because I was like, I'll watch it one day. And then you went, yeah, I've got you something. It's on its way. I was like, oh, fucking hell. Yeah. You watched it with me, though, didn't you?
Yeah, it was I think it was about my 3rd time watching it, but I think it was your 1st.
Blew me away. Loved it.
You were well impressed, I think, with it. You were.
Oh, God, I was. It shocked me how good it was. I didn't expect it.
Yeah. But like I said, I love the series. I love.
Yeah, I do.
Have a great time with all 6 films. But yeah, I don't think the 4th. I think the 4th one gets way too much hate. Yes, it is the weakest, but I don't think it's unwatchable.
Do you think the first 5 will get a 4K release?
Well,
they were New Line, weren't they?
Can you imagine if Warner Brothers
did a box?
Did like a steel book library, like they did for Elm Street for Final Destination. I can see them doing that. If they release a 7th film, I can see them doing that and then making a fucking 8th one. Because that's what always fucking happens. 4K and Blu-ray set.
Get them finished and give us a complete set.
Yeah. But they're just they're entertaining.
They are. All of them.
They're a bit like the Scream series. I think I can just watch them all.
Yeah. I absolutely agree.
Some are better than others, obviously, but I can just. If someone said to me, "We're doing a Final Destination marathon," I'm in.
Oh, me in. Yeah, I would.
Same with Scream. But yeah, I just find it way too enjoyable and way too entertaining and a creepy concept.
Yeah, a very disturbing concept when you're watching it because you think, Jesus.
Yeah, because it plays on your fear.
It does.
Like if you didn't like flying, the movie's not going to improve that, definitely. And if you didn't mind flying, it's
not going to do you any favors.
Yeah. Our in-flight movie tonight is Final Destination. Please enjoy.
Oh, fucking hell. Can you imagine that?
I'd probably be there like, oh, I'll have to do. They haven't got the ghastly ones.
Hey, excuse me. Did you have a copy of Grotesque on board? We'd like to watch that. Thank you.
Yeah. God. But yeah, it's
fucking ending. I still can't quite believe it.
No. Get Grotesque watched, boys and girls.
Oh, you what? You're in for a treat.
Oh, yes. Yeah. But yeah, my number 1. Final Destination. Absolutely.
I cannot fault that at all. Yeah. Can't fault it.
So we've had a really good top 10 there, but we just didn't match on any. Well,
no, but it's one of them though as well. It's like I'm looking now, thinking like I reckon if I did it, if I said right, we'll do it again, the same one, they could well be in a different order. There was some fantastic films.
Yeah,
and I cannot believe I don't know the hell I've missed Orphan.
I know. I was like,
I absolutely love that film.
Somewhere. Yeah. Orphan had to be on somewhere because I love that movie. But
it's fucking brilliant. Yeah. Love it. She's an amazing actress, eh?
Yeah.
Her who plays Esther. She's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, but I had a lot of fun putting this list together and talking about these movies again because
this has been fantastic talking about them. I must admit, I've loved it.
It has. I think it's a decade that doesn't get its dues. I think with horror,
yeah, I agree.
It doesn't get talked about all that enough. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with the next one as well. We've only got 2 of these left.
I know. And do you know what? I thought these were going to last for ages, and now we're down to the final sort of 2 episodes. I'm like, can't believe how fast they've gone.
I know. We have got a few ideas that we are going to do after we've done those 2, but we'll save that for when. I think what I'll do is when we do the last one, I'll announce what we're going to, some of the stuff we've got planned.
That's a good idea.
In the last one. So there's going to be a lot more horror content coming from us both, but we've got some ideas, haven't we?
And I think doing this has made us realise, like, can't fucking stop this. We enjoyed this too much, so we've got to think of other stuff.
Yeah, but we've got ideas floating around, and I think we both had ideas, and we've talked about them and gone, that sounds like a fucking cracking idea. So I think what I'll do is when we do the 2020s horror list at the end of that, I'll sort of announce a couple of other things we've got.
What our next thing's going to be.
Yeah. Well, that's it, Nige. That's the first decade of the 2000s done, and what a blast.
Cracking on that one, Andy. I've really enjoyed that. I really have.
I have as well. What a great set of films we talked about as well. So hopefully we've given some people recommendations as well if they've not seen them, like Eden Lake.
Oh, I'm sure they will. There's got to be. There's got to be some of them. I mean, there's still some people. Haven't heard of Vacancy, and I'm sure there's something you'll have mentioned. People want to be thinking, I'll have a go at that. I can't think of any film really that was mentioned that I think was crap. Even all the ones I've done. Was there any I didn't like of yours?
No, I think you hadn't seen The Loved Ones. I think that's one you haven't seen yet. So
no, but I'm going to watch that though.
Yeah. Do you want to quickly run down your 10-2-1?
Yeah.
If you still got them, and then I'll run.
Right. So number 10 was House of Wax.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9 was Hatchet. Number 8 was Final Destination. Should have been higher. Number 7 was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake and Texas Chainsaw Massacre the beginning.
Yep.
Number 6 was Trick or Treat. Number 5 was Vacancy. Number 4 was Saw. Number 3 was the Hills of Eyes remake. Number 2 was Joyride / Roadkill. And number 1 was The Devil's Rejects.
Great. So I'll run through my 10-1 again. So number 10 for me, Eden Lake. The delightful film that is. Number 9.
It's still a brilliant film, though.
Yeah. Number 9, Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah.
Number 10, Drag Me to Hell.
That's a great film.
Number 7, The Hills of Eyes remake. Number 6, Orphan. Number 5, The Loved Ones. Number 4, Trick or Treat. Number 3, Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Number 2, Saw. And number 1, Final Destination.
I can't argue with either list.
I can't argue with those either, no. I can't.
Really, I can't argue with either of them.
There's no right or wrong to this. This is the fun of it.
No.
It's just like, because I know
people... 2 lists and like just brilliant films. I can't speak for The Loved Ones yet, but I've heard some of the when you've talked to me about it, you've said you really need to watch it. And I seen it today as I was like sorting through stuff. And even when I seen it, it never dawned on me that was like the 2000s decade, or I probably would have brought it in. But I'm going to get it and watch it.
I think it came out in 2009. 2009 was a solid year.
Just pipped it in there. That was on the last year.
Because you had, I think 2009, you had Drag Me to Hell, The Loved Ones, Jennifer's Body, and My Bloody Valentine remake. So you had like a really good sort of solid.
Now Jennifer's Body was crap. That is one I didn't like. Laura bought it and I was like, what the hell is this?
And you weren't a fan?
No.
I watched it for, it's not great, but I watched it for what it was, and I was like, yeah, okay, it's all
Out of
right.
all those films we've mentioned, that's the first time I've not liked one. That's not bad going, is it really?
No.
For the amount we read out.
Yeah.
So that's not bad going.
No. But that's it. That's it, folks. We'll see you in the next one where we'll cover the 2010s.
2010s, yeah. Really looking forward to that one as well.
I've got me list done for that. I've got my top 10 done.
Jesus wept. We just got this one done.
I'm
going to be more prepared for the next one. I'm going to look through before we even get it done.
I'm looking at my top 10 2010s horror right now, and there's some absolute corkers on there. Some absolute brilliant ones. Yeah.
You won't tell me what you've got, because I like to know if we're going to sort of match or not.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see this one.
Yeah, it should be, and yeah, I'm even looking forward to doing the 2020s one. But yeah, keep an eye out for that one. We'll do some announcements on the end of that with what we're gonna, with what we've got planned.
I hope you've enjoyed this one as well.
We enjoyed this one, yeah. If you're still watching,
as much as we've enjoyed sort of doing it, it's been an absolute blast for both of us. Loved it.
It has. Reception for these videos are absolutely great, and the feedback has been amazing. And a lot of people have been asking, when's the 2000s one coming?
There you go. You've got it.
Yeah.
And I've seen people have said to me, I know you've said you've had comments, but people have actually said to me as well that you and Andy should do more stuff together. Because you do it so well. Well, there you go. You've got it.
We are. Yeah. Once we've done these, we're not going to rush them, but I think we tend to do one every 2 weeks. But yeah, once we've got these up, we do have some more ideas lined up.
Yeah.
So, horror related as well. So it should be a lot of fun. So yeah, we'll leave it there, everyone. Thanks very much for watching. Join myself and Nige in the next one. We'll be doing our top 10 from the 2010s. So yeah,
look forward to it.
We'll see you all later, folks.
Ta-ta!